Welcome to the Mole and Mears Show. I'm Mole.
Mears.
On to week 6, but we need to address something with week 5 and your picks.
But that I took 2 games on you?
Yes. Yet we're in the same office pool, and I won it.
Well, we tied.
That's fine, but the deal is you're not making the same picks in the office pool as you are on the site.
Huh,
so
why would I do that?
That's basically hedging your bets. And you want to be an expert in one of the 2 fields.
Well, one's for money.
You can't do that.
One's for money.
It doesn't matter. If you want to stand up and you want to have any integrity as a human being at all, you'll make the same picks across the board. This is a character issue.
Yeah, well,
this is a character issue.
You know me long enough.
Look at the character of
I don't have character.
These people did not become presidents of the United States without character, sir.
I'm not trying to be president.
Yeah, obviously, because
I'm fucking filming in front of Mount Rushmore without a permit, for Christ's sake.
That's fine. I can get around that, okay? I have a law degree. I can get around that. That's not an issue. The issue is the consistency and the character of your picks that we're going to have to do again this week. And I don't even know how it's going to turn up in the pool, in the office pool. All I know is if I beat you on the site, there's a good chance you're going to beat me in the pool.
Well, this week I will put the same picks on both.
That's fine. You do that. You do
Just for you.
Baltimore at Minnesota.
When I win, I want you to acknowledge next week.
Yeah, I acknowledge this week that the Eagles are perfect off a bye under Andy Reid. I argued that last week. I called you a liar, but hey, I was wrong. I'm a man enough to admit that I was wrong. I'm gonna go
13-1 this week.
That's fine. Let's just do the picks. Baltimore at Minnesota. What's your take on that?
Well, Baltimore has had 2 rough losses in the last 2 weeks. Minnesota, in my opinion, is not going to go 16-0. So that means, in my opinion, they're not going to beat the best teams out there. I think Baltimore is a team that is underachieving at the moment, and I see them going into Minnesota and beating the fuck out of Brett Favre.
And I think you're absolutely 100% totally full of shit. I think Baltimore's lost 2 games in a row because there's a problem with Baltimore, and Minnesota hasn't lost because there isn't a problem with Minnesota. As much as I hate to pick Brett Favre, I'm going to pick against you, and I'm going to pick Minnesota to win at home.
Well, you're like 12 games behind me, so you should pick against me.
Giants at New Orleans. Giants at the Saints. I can go that way, too. 2 undefeated teams.
Yeah, this is a good game. I mean, I've been looking forward to this game since week 2, since we saw how good the New Orleans offense was in week 1, and Giants have been perennial favorites every year. I like New Orleans. They're at home. They haven't trailed yet this year. I just don't know how to pick against them. So, unlike my Minnesota-Baltimore pick, I'm going with the Saints, the home team, to come out of this game victorious.
All right, well, I got New Orleans going 13-3 this year. They're going to have to lose 3 times, according to me. And if you're going to lose, you might as well lose to the Giants. I think it'll be a close game. But, again, I am 8 games behind you. So I will pick the Giants just because I think New Orleans has to lose eventually. Kind of the same theory that you have with Minnesota. Sunday night, Chicago at Atlanta.
Very evenly matched game in my eyes.
I think so. I think it would be. I had Jay Cutler as a serious vagina of a bitch.
He is. Yeah.
He still only has the 1 loss.
Yeah, and they got Matt Forte. Atlanta, Matt Ryan's playing like a veteran. These teams are so evenly matched that in my mind, I'm just going with the home team. I'm taking the Falcons.
And I'm going with the away team because they're evenly matched, and I'm 8 games behind.
All right.
Denver at San Diego. Denver, whom I predicted to not win a game, has yet to lose a game.
It's 5-0. I've been riding them, and I'm going to stay on this horse. And they're a Bronco, so it's easier. They've got Brian Dawkins, an ex-Eagle, one of my favorite Eagles of all time. Defense is playing amazing. If they beat San Diego, they almost lock up the division after week 6, so I'm taking Denver.
Well, I like to ride a colt. You're riding. What the fuck? You're riding former Eagles on a Bronco? Like, what the fuck was that analogy? San Diego, I'm going to take them because Denver can't win every game. I think San Diego won't go 3.5 games behind them in the standings. I don't know if Denver's any good or not. They obviously beat good teams the last 2 weeks until the Cowboys weren't that good, but I don't know. I got to take 4 games against you. I actually don't think it's that much of a stretch, and that's the way I'm going to leave it here underneath the forefathers of our country.
All right.
Forefathers, 4 forefathers, 4 games.
It's not ironic though, but what is that? That's like serendipitous.
It's ophthalmologist.
We need to recognize Brian Reck from Wyoming, who won our pool last week. He went an amazing 13-1.
And I had no fucking idea they had internet in Wyoming.
They do. They have like
Crazy.
2 cell towers with internet they don't run through Suntower, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
But anyway, he won. He sent us his address. We'll be shipping him out a Mole and Mears t-shirt he can represent on the ranch out there in Wyoming.
Yeah, we're getting worldwide here.
We are.
Starting countrywide.
Make sure you submit your picks this week for week 6. Maybe you can do better than me. We all know you'll do better than Mole.
Awesome. Way to just fire a shot in there. I left the beard alone the whole fucking time. Look at me, I can grow hay on my face. Woo! I didn't touch that, but that's cool. All right, so we'll see you week 7. We're going to stay in the States for next week. We haven't picked our location quite yet, but we have a few ideas.
Yeah, stay tuned. You're going to want to see where we are next week.
All right, we'll see you then.
Have fun.